In 1910, a woman in her mid-40s walked into a clinic in Nancy, France. She was exhausted, limping, and in constant pain. For over a decade, she had suffered from severe rheumatoid arthritis. Her joints were swollen, stiff, and each step felt like she was walking on shards of glass. Doctors had tried everything: medications, therapies, even experimental treatments. But nothing worked. She had resigned herself to a life of pain and limited mobility. Greeted her with a calm confidence and handed her an unexpected prescription. Not a bottle of pills, not a new therapy. Instead, a simple instruction. Repeat this phrase: "Every day, in every way, I am getting better and better." Say it every morning, every afternoon, and every evening. The woman was skeptical. How could a string of words do what no medication had managed to achieve? But with nothing left to lose, she followed his advice. Day after day, she repeated the mantra. Every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. At first, it felt silly, but she kept going. Morning, afternoon, night. Something astonishing began to happen. Her pain started to ease. The stiffness in her joints softened. For the first time in years, she could walk without wincing. Within weeks, her symptoms had dramatically improved. She felt stronger, lighter, almost as if a miracle had occurred. But it wasn't a miracle. It was the power of repetition. His method was deceptively simple, repeating positive affirmations to reprogram the mind. And this woman was just one of thousands who experienced life-changing results from his approach. This was Émile Coué, a French psychologist, pharmacist, and hypnotist who introduced a popular method of psychotherapy and self-improvement based on optimistic autosuggestion. Coué's patients, many of whom had chronic illnesses, severe pain, even life-threatening conditions, followed his instruction to repeat positive affirmations like a mantra. And time after time, they saw miraculous results. Diseases that baffled doctors, conditions that seemed beyond the reach of modern medicine, began to fade. The power didn't lie in some new drug or obscure remedy. It lay within the repeated words that planted seeds of belief in the patient's minds. Think about this for a moment. Can repeating simple words really have that much power? Could the mind itself be the cure we've been overlooking? Here's something even more astonishing. Some doctors suggest that only 10% of the healing process is due to the actual medication. The remaining 90%? It comes from the belief in the treatment, the trust in the doctor, and the repetition of the thought that you're getting better. Consider this. When a doctor prescribes a medication to be taken 4 or 5 times a day, what's really happening each time you take that pill? It's not just the chemical compounds at work. Every dose is a reinforcement of the thought, I am getting better. You're telling your subconscious over and over that healing is happening. It's not just the medicine, it's the belief, the trust in the doctor's words that sets the healing process in motion. In fact, some remarkable cases suggest that if a trusted doctor handed you a glass of ordinary water and said it was a powerful cure, that simple act of belief could initiate healing. It's not the water that holds the power. It's the faith you've placed in the doctor's authority. That faith becomes a repetition of certainty in your mind. I am being healed. So, what's really curing you? The belief, the repeated thought, the mantra of trust. How can something so simple be so powerful? This raises a profound question. If repeating a simple phrase can lead to healing, what else could repetition achieve? Could it transform not just our health, but our entire lives? Could the words we whisper to ourselves daily, whether consciously or unconsciously, be the architects of our reality? Émile Coué's work reveals a hidden truth. Our minds are constantly repeating thoughts, and those repeated thoughts are shaping who we are, how we feel, and what we experience. What mantras are you repeating every day? Are they mantras of doubt, fear, and limitation? Or are they mantras of growth, healing, and empowerment? Émile Coué's simple yet revolutionary approach shows us that we have the power to rewrite our reality. And the tool is astonishingly simple: the repetition of the right words. Let's explore how this science of repetition works, how belief shapes our reality, and why ancient wisdom like mantras holds the key to transformation. In Sanskrit, the word mantra means mind instrument. But a mantra is not just a series of sounds or words. It's a tool to shape your consciousness. Osho explained that mantras operate through the science of sound and vibration. Think of it this way: every word you speak carries a specific frequency. When you repeat a mantra, you're not simply making sounds. You're creating a pattern of energy that reverberates through your mind and body. Imagine this. You're holding a tuning fork. When you strike it, it emits a specific frequency, and if another tuning fork is nearby, it will start vibrating at the same frequency. This is called resonance. Mantras work the same way. When you repeat a mantra like Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, which means peace, 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 you're not just saying words. You're aligning your mind to the frequency of peace. Each repetition deepens this alignment, like a drop of water repeatedly carving out a groove in stone. The more you chant it, the more this vibration of peace resonates within you. It starts to replace the noise, the chaos, and the anxiety in your mind with a state of tranquility. Osho reminds us that words are not just symbols, they are living energies. When spoken with intention and repetition, they influence your very being. Every thought you repeat produces energy, and the more you repeat it, the more that energy accumulates. When you repeatedly tell yourself, "I am anxious, I am stressed, I am not good enough," those thoughts generate a negative energy pattern. This pattern embeds itself into your subconscious, and over time, becomes your behavior, your conduct, and your reality. On the other hand, if you choose to repeat thoughts like, "I am calm, I am capable, I am at peace," you generate an entirely different energy. These repeated thoughts begin to shape your attitude, your actions, and ultimately, your life. You see, whatever you are today is simply the result of repeating a set of thoughts over time. Every habit you have, every behavior you display, every belief you hold, it all stems from thoughts that you have repeatedly entertained and reinforced. If you repeatedly think thoughts of fear, you become fearful. If you repeatedly think thoughts of gratitude, you become grateful. If you repeatedly chant a mantra of peace, you become peaceful. The mantra doesn't just sit in your mind, it shapes your mind. It carves pathways of energy that guide how you think, feel, and act. You can use mantras as conscious tools. They are like tools in your hands. Unlike random unconscious thoughts that flit through your mind, mantras are intentional. You choose them, you focus on them, and you repeat them deliberately. Think of a mantra as a compass for your consciousness. Each repetition reinforces a specific direction. If you choose a mantra for peace, like Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, and you repeat it every day, you are consciously guiding your mind toward peace. It's like planting a seed of tranquility in the soil of your subconscious. With each repetition, you water that seed, helping it grow stronger and deeper. Eventually, the seed blossoms into a state of mind that remains peaceful, even in the face of life's challenges. Osho often spoke about the alchemy of transformation, how something ordinary like sound or thought can be transformed into something extraordinary through repetition and intention. This is the magic of mantras. When you use a mantra with awareness, you are not just speaking, You are creating. You are generating energy that transforms your inner world, and that transformation soon reflects in your outer world. In essence, a mantra repeated with belief and consistency becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. It doesn't just change how you feel, it changes who you are. Pause here. What thoughts are you repeating every day? What mantras are you carving into the riverbed of your mind? Because whatever you repeat, you become. And with the right mantra, you can become anything. Imagine your mind is like a vast, fertile field. Every thought you plant there is like a seed, but not every seed grows. Some fade away, while others take root and thrive. So what makes certain thoughts grow and flourish? The answer lies in repetition. The more you repeat a thought, the more it embeds itself into the fertile soil of your mind. And when that thought takes root, it becomes a reality. This is the very essence of hypnosis. When people hear the word hypnosis, they often think of swinging pendulums, trance-like states, or people clucking like chickens on a stage. But real hypnosis is far more powerful and far simpler. At its core, hypnosis is about accessing the subconscious mind, that deep, hidden part of you that controls your habits, behaviors, and perceptions. The subconscious mind is like a vast reservoir of potential, but it's governed by patterns and beliefs that have been deeply ingrained over time. Hypnosis works by repeating thoughts or suggestions until they sink into the subconscious, where they begin to shape your reality. Think of the subconscious mind as a riverbed. When a river flows, it carves a path through the ground. Over time, the water follows this path effortlessly, guided by the channel it has created. Similarly, when you repeat a thought, it carves a mental pathway in your mind. The more you repeat it, the deeper and stronger that pathway becomes. Your mind begins to travel that path naturally, just like a river following its stream. Imagine you repeatedly tell yourself, "I am confident, I am capable." At first, it might feel forced or even untrue. But as you keep repeating it, day after day, moment after moment, you carve a pathway of confidence in your mind. Eventually, your mind travels that path automatically. The thought becomes embedded in your subconscious. And suddenly, you're not just saying you're confident, you are confident. One fascinating thing about the subconscious mind is that it doesn't analyze or question what you tell it. It doesn't ask whether a thought is true or false, good or bad. It simply accepts what you repeatedly feed it. If you repeatedly tell yourself, "I am worthless," your subconscious accepts it and shapes your reality accordingly. But if you replace that with, "I am worthy and deserving of success," and you repeat it enough times, your subconscious begins to accept this new belief. This is why hypnosis works so effectively. It bypasses the critical, analytical part of your mind and speaks directly to the subconscious. And once a thought takes hold there, it becomes a powerful driver of your actions and experiences. Émile Coué understood this principle deeply. His method wasn't about putting people into a deep trance. Instead, he gave them simple phrases to repeat, powerful suggestions that, through repetition, rewired their subconscious minds. Hypnosis, at its core, is about creating these mental streaks, pathways that your mind follows effortlessly. Let's revisit the metaphor of the river. If you want to change the flow of the river, you need to carve a new path. Similarly, if you want to change your habits, thoughts, or life circumstances, you need to carve new mental pathways through consistent repetition. Consider this simple practice. Every morning, before you start your day, take a few moments to repeat a positive affirmation, something like, "I am strong and resilient. I attract opportunities and success. I am calm and focused." Repeat it 10 times. Then, repeat it again in the afternoon and before bed. At first, it might feel mechanical, but with each repetition, you're deepening that mental pathway. You're guiding your mind like a river toward a new reality. Hypnosis shows us that change isn't about force, it's about consistency. The thoughts you choose to repeat can either imprison you or set you free. What thoughts are you repeating every day? Are they thoughts that empower you or limit you? Because in the end, the power to unlock your potential lies within you through the simple yet profound act of repetition. We hope this journey into the science of mantras and the power of repetition has opened your eyes to the incredible potential within your mind. Remember, what you repeat, you become. Whether it's through affirmations, mantras, or conscious thoughts, the patterns you reinforce shape your reality. Now that you understand this power, we encourage you to apply it in your life. Experiment with the mantras that resonate with you and see how they can transform your energy, your thoughts, and your destiny. Thank you so much for giving your valuable time to listen to this. If this video inspired you or taught you something new, please consider subscribing to our channel. And don't forget to share this wisdom with your friends, because knowledge grows when shared. Until next time, keep repeating the thoughts that serve you.